This guy just loves him some Sixers, and it's a little eat crow this morning, is it not? I mean, let's be honest. Boston didn't have their three best players, and it was a spanking. Wow.
I'm convinced that if Boston had its best player, who's Kyrie Irving, they'd be better. But how much better, I'm not sure. I mean, that system, Brad Stevens is the man.
Listen, I'm watching last night, and Avery Bradley left to a team to be
he was a great player.
A very good player. To be more of a focal point. His numbers went down. Okay, Isaiah Thomas is a journeyman. He got MVP votes. I'm watching Boston last night. I'm like, with a day and a half prep, their offense looked like it had a month to prepare.
It's team basketball. And Al Horford looks better than ever. Obviously, Terry Rozier is playing well. But all that said, I'm still with Philadelphia.
Oh, time out. What now? After last night?
Yeah.
In this series?
No, I said yesterday, and you know that, I don't speak for yourself, I wouldn't be surprised if Boston wins. I actually think, look, I'm picking the Cavs to win the East. I think Boston, they would give the Cavs a battle if they survive this second round.
No, time out.
They're smart. They play
No. Boston's
defense.
beating Cleveland. Cleveland doesn't have that system. I'm watching Boston.
It'd be one tremendous player against a great team.
Think about this. And we were talking about this. This is what Belichick does. He takes every C-plus receiver, and at the end you're like, I don't remember Chris Hogan being that good in Buffalo.
Yep.
I don't remember. Okay, you tell me, is Terry Rozier that good? I texted a scout last night, an NBA scout, 20 years in the NBA. I said, what do you make of Rozier? He goes, he starts on maybe 10 teams in the league. He was the best player on the floor last night. Okay, that's Brad. Now, I got nothing against Rozier. But he's not a starter on top teams in this league.
No,
he was the best player on the floor last night.
I agree. And all that said, though, I still have Philly in 6.
You do get this. Now, I'm seen as a guy that hates Philadelphia. It's a wonderful.
And we still have our bet, right?
What's our bet?
Oh, you forgot?
No. What is it? What is it?
If Philadelphia gets to the conference finals, then you have to come on and do your show in a full Philadelphia 76ers uniform. But back in the heyday, like the 80s, like Dr. J.
Oh, Jesus.
So like the short shorts, the high tube socks, the Converse sneakers, Converse.
I didn't have a counter to that bet, right? That was all on me.
Yeah, you didn't come up with a counter, so it's just a one-sided
Well, I feel
bet.
pretty good because you know what I watched last night? What I watched last night was a Philadelphia team that we've all embraced. And I get it because they're fun. And let's be honest, Chris, for the last decade, if LeBron's not in a series, you and I have said this privately, some are hard to watch. We're falling in love with fun. Philadelphia's not great. We're falling in love because they're interesting, and we're dying for something in the East that is just captivating. This is a baby team.
But so is Boston.
Well, no, Horford's not a baby.
Marco Bellinelli's not
Marcus
a baby.
Smart is Horford's the best veteran in this series. He carried them.
I'll give you that.
So with Boston, I get veterans who are good and young kids that are exceptional. In Philly, I get a couple young kids that are exceptional. I'm telling you, I was blown away by last night.
There's no question. I wasn't surprised by what happened last night, but I'm not writing off the Sixers because they do have the two best players in the series who are going to be all-time greats.
Yes.
No doubt about it.
Ben Simmons is going to be an all-time great. Embiid got hurt again last night.
Well, he has to stay healthy. That's the whole issue.
Let you and Gottlieb are on this thing. They're going to live forever. Listen, if you were an NBA reporter and this was the knock on Broussard, do you guys like Broussard? I do, but he doesn't show up Wednesday through Friday. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna like the other guy who's actually here. Like, you got to show up.
No doubt, but and that's legitimate. He's got to be healthy. But if he is, they are the team of the future in the Eastern Conference.
No. So you're going to double down on this.
Yes,
and
I'm doubling
Philadelphia is the team in the East.
Boston's going to be there. Like, it's going to be a great rivalry for the next several years. But Philadelphia's they're going to be better.
Okay, we disagree on that.
And they might get
I think Celtics are Ali.
A certain Mr. James might end up there,
too.
let's
slow down. The Celtics are Ali. Philadelphia's Frazier. They'll land their punches. No, what's wrong with Joe Frazier?
I think it's the reverse. I think Ali, exciting, fun to watch, That's Philadelphia.
But Muhammad
they got
Ali's,
the talker and Embiid.
Yeah, but Philadelphia, the reason Muhammad Ali is not, I mean, Jerry Cooney was fun. The reason Ali's Ali is because he was great and fun.
Yes.
To be great, you got to win multiple titles. The Seattle Sonics won a title. They're not an all-time great team. They were my team as a kid. So to be great, you got to be, I mean, to be an all-time, you got to be great and fun. Ali was both.
They're going to be great. Trust me.
Okay. What, a lot of trust going on today's show. Let me throw this at you. I don't think we understand what we just saw with LeBron. He led them in 9 categories. Now, okay, you can have the Michael's better than LeBron argument. I don't care. I'm not losing sleep on that. But the best series I ever saw Michael in was Phoenix. He led them in 3 categories. Assists, steals, Pippen. Rebounds, blocks, Horace Grant. Rodman, Tony Kukoc, Kerr. You go to those Utah series and those Phoenix series, and Jordan was filthy. He didn't lead them in half the categories. LeBron led them in 9 categories.
Michael Jordan was playing against Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson, who was great when he was healthy, Karl Malone and John Stockton, and LeBron just did his against Victor Oladipo in the first round. And you're saying that was better than anything Michael Jordan ever did?
My point being, you're muddying my point.
Really?
My point is, in the 2 greatest series I ever saw Michael play, these are his all-time greats, he had lots of help. He didn't have to block shots and go to the glass. He didn't have to be the 3-point specialist. He didn't have to be. He didn't have the responsibility to take always the best offensive guy Pippen did. LeBron had to literally go, okay, I'll take who's hot for them. I'll guard him. Oh, Kevin Love can't hit shots. I'll go out and shoot threes. That's an incredible feat.
Look, LeBron was great. And generally, I do prefer the player like the LeBron James type, the Magic Johnson, Ben Simmons type player who does it all and who gets his teammates involved. I generally prefer that player to the scorer, the flat-out scorer, the Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Donovan Mitchell. You know, I like Simmons better than Mitchell because Simmons does everything.
I'm the same one.
Yeah, but Mitchell is phenomenal. But Jordan is different, and this is why he's the GOAT, because we never saw it hurt his team. Like, he always won. These other great scorers don't win. They didn't always win like Michael Jordan did. And Jordan didn't dominate the basketball like LeBron and like a lot of other players today do.
Yeah.
Their stats are a little inflated because they always have the ball in their hands. When the ball was put in Michael Jordan's hands, granted, only for a month, Doug Collins made him the point guard, kind of playing like LeBron. He racked up a bunch of triple-doubles in an era when it was harder to get them. Yeah. You're not buying it, but I'm right.
Okay, let's segue to this finally.
Now you just changed.
No, I didn't. I gave you
no chance. Rebuttal, nothing.
No, I don't have to rebut everything you say. You can just be wrong on your own. So let me talk Westbrook for a second. Now, I'm not into who's right, but I thought this series for Westbrook was a game changer. I thought he went into the series as MVP triple-double guy, and he came out of the Utah series as weird. He couldn't get through press conferences. He was in confronting fans. 82 shots in 2 games. Listen, wouldn't you at least admit the NBA people around the league, when you talk Westbrook now, at least 1A is he's not easy for anybody. Press, fans, coaches, teammates. This series, to me, affected his legacy, at least short-term legacy.
See, I think we knew this is who Westbrook was.
Did we?
Like, talking to people throughout this year, a lot of people in the league, he's got a lot of fans, but a lot of people just say, he's hard to play with.
Look at this stuff.
He's hard to play.
I mean, what the hell is
this?
This
was not a good look. But is this going to sully his image and reputation? I don't think so.
But it adds to the mystery. He's an enigma now. Nobody thought last year.
But he doesn't really talk with the press. He's, standoffish. I've seen him at, all-star parties. He's kind of to himself, not really. He might be in an area where there's a lot of players, but he's doing his own thing. That's just how he is, and that's how he plays. But we knew he is who we thought he was, right? And why is he had his bad moments in this series, obviously away from the court too. But why is he getting all the blame?
Why
is nobody looking at Melo, who all of a sudden became an 11-point scorer on 37% shooting? Paul George, who gave him 5 points.
Okay, Paul George was great in Game 5, and Paul George isn't the MVP. Once you get that mantle, here's the magnifying glass.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that he's on a different level. But he's Allen Iverson. He's that type of guy.
Guy in the mailroom comes in with a hangover. Nobody cares. Vice president of marketing comes in with a hangover. Everybody talks about it for a week.
Look, he's not going to win you a title.
That was not a personal anecdote, by the way. I'm just throwing things out here to make radio.
He's going to be in that Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing.
Oh, no.
Range.
Barkley wasn't a crazy person.
He spit on a fan.
3 times
He threw
max.
a fan through a window.
One time in a bad night in Orlando.
Done nothing like that.
These are reaches. These are egregious reaches.
He is in that mode.
All right. Good seeing you, buddy. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.